Sow what you reap. This is actually a pack of donut seeds from a food show I was at in 1998. I just found it when I was cleaning through some paperwork and notes and books, and I laughed. It's so funny that I actually kept it because it's one of those incredibly fun examples of packaging and promotion that you remember and that you keep, because it is something that almost any business, anyone could do if they wanted to duplicate that effort, only make it specific to their industry. So I love it as an example. I keep fun marketing examples like this, and just for days like today when I get to talk about you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Did Ferry Morris think that I would actually keep this packet seed since 1998? Yeah, I doubt it. But being in the food industry, I thought it was a very fun and creative way in the bakery industry to continue to spread the word about their company in a creative and fun way that some of us will keep for decades. So you reap what you sow. What does this mean? Well, this idiom, this expression, this proverb has been around since the biblical times, right? Paul the Apostle, in his Christian New Testament epistle to the Galatians in 6:7-9, talks about this. You reap what you sow. He talks about what you put out there, what you plant, what seeds you plant, as in sow, S-O-W, not sow, as in the animal, but sow, and not sewing like sewing something together, although sometimes we piece things together to make our businesses work as well. But what we put out there, to me, I love this. This reminds me of we had an idiom about a week ago that talked about similar things, same meaning. You'll notice a lot of idioms have common themes. I wonder why that is. Because they make sense. They teach lessons to us and to the people that we interact with. And as humans, we learn through stories and lessons. Stories are one of the best ways to share information and spread the word about what it is that we do. What does this idiom mean? What does this expression mean? It means what you put out into the world is what you get back. What you give is what you get. Give what you want to receive. Get out of things what you put into them. These are all things I've been saying for decades, especially to my kids. Hey, you get out of school what you put into it. You get out of a sport or an activity what you put into it. How much effort you put in will determine how much results and how much reward you get out of that thing. If you put in a half-ass effort, chances are you're going to get off a half-ass result. This works in everything in our life. It applies to our relationships. It applies to our health. It applies to our businesses. It applies to everything, right? Our partnerships, everything that we do. So what does this mean for our business? What does this mean for my business? What does this mean for your business? Business is, of course, just an exchange of value. The value that we give to people in terms of the solutions and the products and services we provide to solve their problems, we expect an equal, an opposite, or greater return in resources, usually money, but it has to be an exchange that feels fair and right to both parties, or people aren't going to buy our products and services. If people don't see the value and the benefits they don't care at all about our features. They just want to know, is it going to solve their problem? And is it going to solve my problem right now? The faster it solves my problem, the easier it solves my problem, the more likely I am to use your product or service. So you reap what you sow. This we see in our lives and in business every day. It's actually the law of karma. I think about a week ago we talked about the 12 laws of karma, but I'm not going to go over those again. You could go back and find that previous thing. I think it was actually like 7 days ago exactly. And I'm going to look now because it's bothering me because I can't remember exactly what the idiom was. Let's go ahead and find it and peek into this. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Oh, what goes around comes around. That was a good one. That one's only from the 1970s. That one is a lot more common in my lifetime. And maybe I like these particular idioms because they've been around my entire life. And they remind me to be the kind of person I want to be a good example, show up in the world and give what I want to see come back to me tenfold in the world, right? I think, isn't that in the Bible where it says what you give, you will receive tenfold? So if you put out bad, guess what? You're going to get bad coming into your life 10 times as bad as what you put out there. I say, let's put out good and get 10 times as good as what we put out there. That seems to be the best policy for business, at least in my life and my experience. That's it. That's our idiom, our expression for today. You reap what you sow. I would love to hear some of your stories or your anecdotes or wisdom around this particular topic. What you put out there is what you get back. have you found that to be true in your life and in your experience? There have been times in my life when I was putting in and putting in and putting in and working like crazy, like a mad dog woman in corporate America, and I didn't feel like I was getting back what I was earning. I mean, got my salary, but for that, it seemed like I was putting in way more effort than I was actually getting back and learning and experience and impact, only to come to find out later on down the road, I had a huge impact on that organization, bigger than I could have ever imagined through what I was doing at the time. And it wasn't until I visited again like 10 years later and I found out, wow, I guess I did have an impact, and the impact I wanted, but it didn't necessarily feel like it at the time. I'm sure we all have stories like that. So you never know. The seeds that we sow today will bloom and flower in the future. We might not be around to see it bloom, but we do have an impact. That's why we always want to set a good example. Have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your life right now? It looks like we are just about out of our 100 Proverbs. So we'll be looking to do something different after we run through our 100 Proverbs to begin 2021. I wanted to start 2021 out. I think we're on day 97 of the year. So 3 more days we'll do Proverbs, and then we'll hop into something different. Have a great day. Any suggestions? Hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.